Center of gravity shift on the E6B can be done using these three simple formulas. Now, when given a weight shift problem, you'll have to use this formula right here, which is equal to weight shifted over the total aircraft weight, which is equal to a CG change over a change in arm, or distance weight moved. So let's begin with a weight shift example problem. Now let's say that we want to fly an aircraft that weighs 2,500 pounds. So this looks like the information for one of our archers here at North Star. So 2,500 pounds about max weight. So let's say the baggage arm is 142.8 and we're about 1 inch aft of the allowed limit. How much do we need to move to the rear seats, which has an arm of 118.1, in order to be in the limits? So obviously, we know that this is a weight shift problem because we want to figure out how much weight we actually have to shift in order to be within the CG allowed limits. Now, in order to solve this weight shift problem that we've been given, we need to remember our formula here. So the first step that I would take in solving this problem is to look at our arms that we were given. So we have a baggage arm of 142.8 and a rear seat arm of 118.1. We need to figure out how much we need to shift from the rear to, or I'm sorry, from the baggage to the rear area. So with this problem, we take 1 over the subtraction between those two. So 142.8 minus 118.1, we get 24.7. So on the E6B, you put 1 over 24.7, and then we have our total aircraft weight of 2,500 pounds. So on the inner side of the E6B, look at 25, and right above it, you see a little over 10.1 something after that. And because we want to make the proportion equal over 2,500, not just 25, that answer is actually going to be about 101 point whatever. But in terms of being within the CG limit, I would round this to 102 just to play it safe there. So here's another scenario that we've been given. You finish the weight and balance of a 2,300 total pound aircraft, you and your co-pilot, fuel, everything on board, having a CG of 87, which falls pretty far from a max CG of 93. Wanting to come to the cities, a buddy calls you on the phone last minute and asks if they can ride in the back of the plane. You know, being that you already have a co-pilot with you, they can't sit in the front, so they just want to ride in the back with you guys to the cities to visit some friends. The rear seats has an arm of 118.1. He or she weighs 160 pounds, and we need to find the new CG and if it's within the limitations for the aircraft. So what we would do here is we would take this person's weight, which is 160 pounds over the total weight of the aircraft. So don't confuse that with 2,300 pounds. We need to add 160 to 2,300 pounds. So 160 plus 2,300 is 2,460. So 160 over 2,460 on the E6B. And then we would find our CG change over 118.1. And in order to keep the proportion, so we get about 7.7 over 118.1. So 7.7, we need to add that to our previous CG of 87. So 7.7 plus 87, that's like 94.7, about there. Yeah, 94.7. And well, that's 1.7 inches aft of our limit of 93. So what could we maybe do in order to make all of this work, be able to take our passenger? So fortunately, there's some smaller baggage in the rear, which can be shifted to the back seat with an arm of 118.1. So this is basically our weight shift problem all over again. We take an arm of 142.8 subtracted from 118.1, and we get 24.7. So on the E6B, 1.7 over 24.7, which is equal to our weight that we need to shift all over the current weight, total weight of the aircraft, which is 2460. So when we look over 2460, we see that we have to move 168 pounds from the baggage area to the rear seats. Now, in order to find the new center of gravity, we need to take the weight of the object that was added or subtracted over the total weight of the aircraft, which is equal to the center of gravity change all over the station weight that was added or subtracted from the old CG. So what if we had to find the new CG given the conditions? So our aircraft weight is 3,037 pounds with a CG of 68.8. Now we're in flight and we burn about 133.35 pounds of AV gas, and the fuel CG is 68. So using our equation to find the new CG, we take the weight added or lost, which is 133.35, over the new total aircraft weight, which you have to do the math, 37 minus 133.35, and that gives you a new total weight of about 2903. So 133.35 over 2903 is equal to our CG change over the station weight that was added or subtracted from the old CG. So the aircraft CG and the fuel CG, you subtract the two, 68.8 minus 68, and you get 0.8. So X will be over 0.8. So you line up 133.35 over 2903, and that is equal to X over 0.8. So when I look above 0.8, we get about, to the best of my knowledge, 0.03, I would say. So we take 86.6 and we add 0.03. We get an answer of about 68.83. Now, if we were given the material from a newer CG, but the problem wanted us to find the old CG, we would take the weight added or lost all over the old aircraft weight, which is equal to a center of gravity change all over the station weight that was added or subtracted from the new CG. Now, if we're given that the aircraft weighs 4,000 pounds, this is the new aircraft weight. However, we want to find the old aircraft CG. We don't know what the previous CG was. And on the trip, we burned 150 pounds of AV gas, which the fuel CG is 72 inches, and the new CG is 74.3. So given these numbers, we could totally find out the previous aircraft CG. So the first step is to take our old aircraft weight. So we burned 150 pounds of AV gas. So we add that to 4,000, which is our new aircraft weight. So to go back in time, we have to add 150 plus 4,000 is 4,150. Now, the weight change is 150 pounds. So we put that over 4,150, and we set that equal to our station weight that was added or subtracted from the new CG,
which is the fuel CG minus the new CG. So we take 72 minus 74.3, and we get negative 2.3. So we set 150 over 4,150 on our E6B, and we look above 2.3. Now, because 2.3 is negative, we look above 2.3 and we get negative 0.083, about there. And we add that to the new CG of 74.3. So 74.3 plus 0.083 equals 74.2. So the previous CG for this problem was about 74.2.